those who don't know, what is emotional intelligence? Take us through a little bit about it.
Oh my goodness. It is the ability to be able to use, manage, understand your emotions in a healthy manner.
I pursued my doctorate in business administration, and I focused my research on the concept of emotional intelligence. I took my research from theory to practice.
Guys, I'm so happy to be here. We addressed some hard things.
Good morning. Good morning, Fernanda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday. Is this the second to last Wednesday of the year? I think it is. I'm sure. I'm not sure. But if it is, well, it's the second to third to last Wednesday of the year. Welcome and good morning. Good morning. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome to Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. Breathe with me and let's give thanks, because when the holiday season comes, man, it's a lot going on right now. This entire year has been a lot going on. And I wanted to come in here, and today we're talking about, what are you doing for Christmas? What are you doing in terms of, are you going somewhere? Are you rushing around worrying about gifts? And what are you getting any gifts for anybody this year? Are you getting any gifts from me? Are you getting any gifts from me? I mean, I want to know. I want to know, what are we doing this year? What are we doing? Because this is during the holidays. There's so much that people go through. There's so much that you guys like if you guys are on TikTok, you will see that I have my little my Santa upside down hat, and he's like moving his feet, and he is hilarious. So good morning and welcome in, you guys. So I am here on TikTok. I am on YouTube. I am on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook. Like, we're in the different places. We're all over. So I just wanted to come in here and talk to you. Welcome to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. We're here every Wednesday, 8:30, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, roughly. So I wanted to come here and ask you the question: what are you doing this holiday season? How are you feeling? I had a client, a lady that came to me, and she told me she decided to do things a little bit different this year for the Christmas season. And she said, Dr. Dale, she looked at me then. Yeah, she said, Dr. Dale, I looked at my budget and I realized I couldn't afford the stress this year. Is that you? Is that you? She said, I could not afford the stress this year trying to keep up with the Jones. I'm not doing it. And I was like, that's right. That's right. She said she decided to slow down and kind of do things a little bit different than what she usually do. What this season means to her family, she decided to do something different. Good morning, Moonstone. Welcome in. So I'm asking you, I want you guys to put in the chat, whatever chat you guys are, wherever you guys are at. I need to know, what are you guys doing this holiday season? Are you guys driving yourself crazy with all buying gifts and, pretending you're going to buy gifts? Or what are you guys doing? Are you, when, and I'll finish the story and tell you what she did differently. So that way, if you are interested and you want to do that, Sari, you can do that. You can do that, because that's what she decided to do. So instead of, maxing out her credit cards and dipping into her savings and, pretending that, telling her kids, I'm going to get you this and I'm going to get you that. She said, not this year. Good morning, good morning, welcome in. So, and I wanted to give you guys some stats, right? Some stats from, where's the stats from? From CNBC, from NBC, from all of those news outlet thing, you guys. Good morning. Hopefully I said that right. Good morning, Mia. Welcome in. So yes, I want to know, what are you guys doing for Christmas? How are you guys running around buying gifts? Christmas is next week. Did you guys know Christmas is next week? Christmas is next week. It's almost, the year's almost over. No, I want to start over. Is that you guys? I want to start over. Can we just start over? Can we start this year over? I mean, I wish we could start over. Can we start this year over? I want to know. I'll tell you what my friend did differently this year instead of running around buying gifts. But you got to stick around and have a conversation with me. I want to know what you guys are doing for Christmas. Hi, good morning. Welcome in. So here's some stats, right, that I wanted to share with you. That 48% of people are struggling to afford gifts this year. Are you one of those 48%? All jokes aside. Because life is lifing, right? And apart from all that is going on with natural disasters all over the world, with, mini wars and you name it, like, and with the government and the jobs, your job, did you guys get any holiday? Did you guys get any gifts from your job this year? Is your job giving? Did you guys get turkey? Usually the jobs sometimes give turkey. Some of my clients are trying to be a little bit more intentional, and are doing, like special gifts, specialized gifts, and which, is not going to cause them to kind of dip too deep into their pockets. So that's what some people are doing. What are you doing? What are your experiences out there? I want to know. I'm asking because I want to know. I want to know. What are you guys going through out there? All right. How is Rampo? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. I'm talking about what are you doing for the holidays this year, this holiday season? How are you guys running around? What are you doing? Are you getting gifts? How is your job? Are they giving you guys anything? Because out here there is a lot going on right now, holidays. So if you're one of those people right now running around like you got it all figured out because you're trying to keep up with what the world and what the people around you are doing. Good morning. Welcome, Christy. Welcome, my friend. Welcome in. This is my podcast. I'm here every Wednesday, you guys. Every Wednesday, 8:30, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm here in South Florida. South Florida. You guys like my little, if you're on TikTok, you guys can see my little Christmas hat, Christy, I'm going to send you an invite if you are interested in joining. If you are interested in joining, I'm going to send you the invite, my friend. Okay, so you can come on here and just chat with me. Chris, hello.
Morning, how are you doing?
Good morning. Everybody else can hear you. I hope that's okay with you. Is that okay with you?
I guess.
So I'm asking a question this morning, my friend. What are you doing for Christmas? Are you running around trying to keep up with everybody? Like, there's a lot going on in the world, which is what I mentioned. I said that 48% of people are struggling to afford gifts this year. Are you buying gifts? Are you, like, if you can afford it, by all means, that's what I'm saying, right? But what are you doing if you can't? Are you, don't rob the bank, you guys. Don't do it. What do you think? What is going on with you? What is your experience? What are you hearing out there?
I got no plans for Christmas. Just be with the family and eat good. That's it. No gift. No, none of that. No. Just being grateful to be alive. That's it.
Oh,
With families and friends.
if you guys didn't hear, if you guys were running around out there trying to figure out what am I gonna do, and am I gonna lie to the kids and tell them that they're gonna get all these gifts and stuff, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do that to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. It's not needed. Okay, so let this be a permission. You heard what Christy said. Christy said that she is not getting no gifts for anyone, right? And that's her prerogative. It's if it's her choice, if she wants to or don't want to, that's her choice and her reason, her choice, right? She says she's been spending it with family. She said that she is going to enjoy togetherness and just get together and make sure everybody is alive and we're good. We're grateful for being alive. Like, that's where she's at. And to be honest with you, I think that's where most people are at, right? That's where most people are at. There's another stats out there that says that 40% of people are dipping into their savings. And when I saw that, I said, people got savings? Christy, people are dipping into their savings. And what are your thoughts on that?
Sorry, I had a distraction. I had it on mute because someone came over.
It's fine. It's fine. I said that 40% of people out there are dipping into their savings. And if people are dipping into their savings, that means they're trying. Right. That's what I got from it. I don't know about you guys. That's what I see. That's what I took from that, right? So they're trying to keep up with what other people around them are doing. I don't know. They're trying.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening. Yeah. So that's my question out there. Are you guys trying to keep up with what everybody else is doing? The client that I was telling you guys about said exactly something similar to what Christy said that she is doing. Christy, I had this client that came to me and said that she's not doing it anymore. The stress of it all. She said she's not doing it. She decided to slow down. She said her budget cannot afford it. She said her budget cannot afford it, and she's tired of trying to figure it out and see how she's going to make it. So she explained that things cost so much more this year. Of course, they do. Yeah. And because of so many things, right? So she got with her kids. She got a little bit honest with them, and she sat them down and told them, hey, you know what? Mommy's not going to be able to do ... And when she talked to her kids and explained that stuff costs a lot more this year, that money is tighter, that it doesn't it doesn't mean that doesn't mean that she failed. If you think that she failed when she had to say that to her kids, you're wrong. You're wrong, my friend. And that may not be Christy's situation, but if that's something that you're choosing. I had a friend of mine yesterday said that she told her daughter that that there are not a lot of, the daughter's like, oh, I'm so happy for Christmas and she's jumping up and down, I can't wait for Christmas. And then she's like, you know that Christmas, it's not about getting gifts and stuff like that, right? She's like, oh, mommy, I know there are a lot of people out there that don't have, a house, or don't have shoes, and don't have this and food. And she's like, okay. So she was a very good to see that her daughter is conscientious, because of the way she's training her daughter to be conscientious, that you are very blessed to have a roof over your head. And Christy just mentioned, she said, I'm just grateful to be alive. So that is what that's so this friend, she explained that things cost a lot more this year. She asked them one simple question, and this is a lot. And think about it, even if you not that you can't afford it, what if you decided to do something different this year, just to see what it would feel like, or what it would look like, you know and she asked her kids this question. She said, what would make this Christmas feel special to you? mm. What do you guys think about that question? Christy, what do you think about that question? Maybe Christy can't talk right now. When she asked her kids that question, she asked them, they her kids didn't ask for more stuff. When she told them that, they asked for movie nights, right? They asked for, can we bake some cookies together? They had like all kinds of different kind of cookies they wanted to bake. And can we get a handwritten letter, uh from you, telling us what it is exactly that you love about each and every single one of us? And one kid came up with this, the other one came up with that. And she told me, for the first time in a very, very long time, she didn't feel ashamed for spending less. She felt proud that she chose peace over all of the pressure. And that's what these numbers don't always show, right? These numbers that I just mentioned, that 48% of people are dipping into their savings, 40% of those people are 48% of people are struggling they're struggling to afford gifts. 40% of them are dipping into the savings, and then another 68% are worried about the economy, so much so that they are not even doing nothing. These are real people. In those numbers are real people. They're you, they're me, they're us. So that's what this question is coming from, is asking you, what my client decided to ask her kids is, what would make this holiday season or this Christmas season special to you? Maybe that's a question that you want to ask your kids. Maybe you know, instead of giving them what they want, in terms of gifts, maybe in addition to it, you want to be a little bit more intentional, and kind of remind them that how grateful they should be, and how blessed that they are to be able to have to ask such a question, right? To be able to ask such a question. To be able to go back and kind of really think about that, because think about all the Christmases that you've been having and what you've been doing. Been running around stores trying to buy gifts, tired, you know cutting it close, deciding to not pay a bill this year and push it back because you want to pay this, you want to get this gift instead. Like, think about all the things that you're doing that comes along with trying to keep up with the Jones. By the way, who are the Jones? Christy, are you there with me?
I'm here.
What do you think about what are your thoughts?
I like what you said about spending quality time with families. like the handwriting letter, the baking together, movie night, being more intentional, reminding the kids how grateful and blessed they are. I think that those are good stuff that that everyone can do it more, that everyone can do this holiday, because I remember me, for example, the previous years running around, like you said, buying gifts, looking clothes, and sometimes not paying a bill because you want to do these other stuff which probably are not that important.
Right.
So this is a way to go about it. I like it a lot.
Right. And I think it allows you to be a little bit more present, right? Instead of just, oh, your kid sits down in front of that. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Titus, for stopping by. Thank you, Edgar. I think it makes you be a little bit more intentional with, instead of after just sitting down in front of that Christmas tree, on that Christmas morning and opening up those gifts. And then what? What do you do? Do you like, think about, like, I want you, you guys to kind of think about it. Like, what is your family doing once the gifts are open and that's done with? Like, are you still, is your kid going in their room and on social media and on technology and everybody go their separate ways? Or are we coming together and, like we mentioned, like baking together, or sitting down and having dinner together, or breakfast together? You know what I mean? Like something. What are you guys doing together? That's I mean, that's what you would, think about that feeling that you have, and what goes, like, let's go, my conversation and the idea is to go beyond what it is that you are thinking and what you've been doing. And this is in spite of the fact that you may or may not be able to afford, right, the gifts this year. Maybe just another option. And survey shows that people are seeking one thing more than anything in this world. And maybe you can kind of use this as a maybe an idea to kind of implement. People are seeking connection.
Oh, wow. That's true.
In big ways and small ways. People are doing, I've never heard this before, but I'm sure it's always been a thing. Friendsmas, where friends are getting together. Friends, especially friends that don't have families. Families are gathering. Friends are doing Friendsmas. Friends that don't have families here or in the state that they are in, they're getting together and they're just, creating their own little family. Co-workers are sharing a quiet moment before the year end. People want to feel less alone, even if it's just a phone call or a quick message. And even better if you can do a video. Like during this holiday season, Chris, during this holiday season, a lot of people have lost people during the holiday season. And a lot of people don't like, when the holidays come, because it reminds them of the people that they have lost. They call it seasonal moodiness, right? And it's not, in this conversation, it's not like shaming, or it's just noticing and being aware, and just to know that you're not alone out there, and there's support, right? Whatever services you think that you need, and whatever assistance you think that you need, help is out there. So the seasonal moodiness, it allows us to kind of normalize being real and stop the fakeness. Stop trying to keep up with the Jones. I gotta look up and see who's the Jones. Give me a minute, you guys. Like, I really want to know who are the Jones. Who are the Jones? Are they the Jones? Usually refer to the fictional aspirational neighbors in the idiom. Keeping up with the Jones, representing a standard of wealth and social status that prompts competitive spending. but it can also refer to the large common surname Jones. Okay, so it's that competitive spending, pretty much. That's what it is. So the question is, are you trying to keep up with what everybody else around you is doing? And what is that costing you? Because it's costing you something. Right? It's costing you something. I want to know. Let me know what you guys are doing for the holidays, and how are you guys being a little bit more present this year? Because this year people want togetherness. They want connection. And when you think about that seasonal moodiness, um I've had that seasonal moodiness. Have you, Christy, have you like had seasonal moodiness where you're just not like you're just you don't know why you're down, but you're just like your energy is not 100%?
Yeah, I do seasonal and sometimes everyday moodiness.
That's real. That's real. I agree with you. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Because and it can attribute to so many things, right? It can be you know, maybe life things are not going the way that you thought they would be going. The expectations that you have set on things and people, the financial stress, the family dynamics. Oh, family dynamics can be such a woozy. Grief, right? And that's, I think that that one there gets to a lot of people, right? Because people had lost people that they really loved along the holidays. And I know a few people that have unmet expectations, pressure, feeling joyful, but your nervous system is on overtime and overwhelm, but you're like, not sure. That's where, you know, when you're feeling like that, I always like to tell my clients, like, don't judge yourself and don't be hard on yourself. Because, in all honesty, if you continue to feel that way, there's a reason. So you just have to go through it. You got to go through it, you know. You got to go through it. What are your thoughts, Chris?
Yes, we have to sit with it, you know. Because most of these feelings sometimes they're temporary, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just need space, I think.
Agreed.
And to be with ourselves, you know, sometimes silence, you know, and solitude fix a lot of problem.
Agreed.
Or even I even believe the journaling instead of venting so much, because sometimes we drain people too, you know.
Ooh, yes. You said it. We drain people. Yes, we do. 100%. 100%. I could not agree more. We do. So you have people seeking connection. Maybe you need rest. You know, sometimes you just haven't rested, eh? Yeah, like because the year has been emotionally heavy, financially heavy, physically heavy. Like it's been like you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Um and you're just tired. You know, Christmas is becoming less, you know, less, let it become less of a hustle and performance and more about you resting with your family, taking a break from the noise, um like Christy said, spending time alone, like going out in nature, take yourself for a walk. Eh? Yeah, take your Christy's like, yeah. Take yourself for a walk. You know, go to the beach and just sit and just like look at you look at the world that's in front of you. The water. The water for me is so peaceful. Like just hearing the waves and you know the sand between your toes and your hands, like that feels so good. Maybe take your kids to the beach, like maybe early in the morning when nobody is there, and you watch the sunrise. That would be cool. That could be like, right?
The best time.
Yeah, see, Christy agrees with me, you guys. And it kind of lets your nervous system to breathe a little bit, right? Rest is a global is becoming a global love language. for self-care. Rest, people. So rest. So being together with family, resting, grieving. Have you taken the time to grieve whatever and whoever? If you lost a job, or you lost someone during this holiday season, instead of trying to drown it in not feeling the feelings and going out and, I don't know, partying and just not sitting with yourself like Christy said, maybe you just need to take some time and grieve, so that way you can get over this hump, if you can. Holidays have always been a bittersweet, but this year especially, people are missing loved ones, of course, navigating just the complicated family dynamics, right? Right, Chrissy? Like, thank you, Henry. Thank you for passing through. Good morning. Welcome to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. I'm on all the places. Thank you again, Edgar. Yeah, some people tell me my energy is pretty cool. Thank you. Managing quiet heartbreaks. Maybe you're no longer with that guy or that girl that you were with when the year began. And there's a way to find joy in those small little pockets. One thing that helps me find joy is, I love to watch comedy. That works for me. Music, dancing, moments of grace. It's the duality of just being human. So that's what I want you guys to take away from this conversation. I have some other nuggets that you can do, trying to make magic with whatever it is that you have, wherever it is that you are. Maybe handmade gifts, maybe sharing a meal. I go to Feeding South Florida, kind of helping out of someone else. That helps you to kind of like regain some of your, to feel a little bit better about yourself and what's going on in your world. When you go and kind of try to help the poor, give to charity, give your time, give your money if you have it. Simple traditions and acts of kindness. That's all acts of kindness. So what are you, Christmas is becoming more about meaning than material things. You don't want to be worrying about all this, what other people are doing, and you want to keep up with that. That's not real. Leave that for the movies. Chris? Leave that stuff for the movies. And then number 5, resetting emotionally for 2026. Whether we like it or not, 2026 is a coming. It's coming. A lot of people are using this season to kind of reflect. Usually around this time, people are reflecting on, what have I done this year that worked, especially if in their business, right? What worked and what didn't work, and what am I going to do more of, right? And some people reflect on their own personal, well-being, their personal development. Who am I becoming, right? What did this year teach me, right? What did this year teach me? What are you doing this holiday season to help you prepare? Maybe in some of those quiet moments that Christy mentioned, you can use some of those quiet moments to kind of help you start thinking about how you want this new year that's coming quickly. How do you want it to go? What did this new year teach you? This old year teach you? And what do you want this new year to teach you? What do you want to work on? What do you want to release? Ooh, Christy, that's a good one. What do you want to release and leave in this year and not take it in 2026?
That's a good one, yeah.
Like, what do you want to not take into 2026? I definitely don't want to take any negative vibes. I'm gonna leave all of them right here, right? They're gonna stay right here because I ain't taking them with me. Right? I don't want to take any people crossing my boundaries and disrespect and unkindness and folks, you know, and needing validation. I'm not taking none of that stuff. Not taking it. I'm leaving it right here. And I welcome you, right? I welcome you to kind of maybe do the same. I don't know. Maybe do the same and look at your life and what you want to release, what you want to take more of. This is a global mood. This right now, this is it. This is what people are feeling. And fortunately, even though you may not have people around you, everybody else, the people, even though they're strangers around you, that stranger is a human being and they are thinking the same things that you're thinking. And most of the times they're going through some of the same things you're going through. And unfortunately, another unfortunate thing is that sometimes when people are going through things, they allow it to make them harder. You know, like Barbara, good morning. The holiday season and the stuff that people go through, they allow it to make them tough. And it doesn't have to be that way. You can just simply learn. I was telling a client of mine yesterday, I was telling her that she is in a season, in her life where even though, because, she had some people pleasing tendencies. And I told her that your people pleasing, issues or hump that you need to get over is the only reason that you're running into an issue with that now is because where your life is going, people pleasing is not helping you anymore. Right? And that's just one thing. So you maybe look at your own life and see what's that one thing that it's not helping you and serving you no more. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a habit that you have. Maybe validation. That was one of the ones for me. Needing to be validated, right? And you don't want that. And I was telling her that that's where she is. And now that she's aware of that, what is she going to do about it? And so we kind of developed some steps that she can do to kind of help her with those things, right? Especially, she's going away for the holidays to kind of be with family. I'm like, that stuff is going to come up. And I want you to just notice it. Be aware of it. Don't judge it, because we don't judge here. We are just supporting, right? And being aware so we can be a little bit more intelligent with our emotions and what comes up, right? Because there are messages. They're trying to tell us something. All we have to do is listen and then figure out what they're trying to say, right? Number 6 is choosing peace over perfection. Stop trying to be perfect. Like, stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to get it perfect. Ryan, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. 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 Choosing peace over perfection. Worldwide, you can feel the collective gift, the collective shift that is happening. People care less about being perfect right now. Perfect is not like, if that is something that is you struggle with being perfect and you want to get things right and you want to I need to do it and you want to spend hours and hours on it trying to get it right, but then you figure out, you know what, I don't need to do it this way anymore. Maybe that's something for you. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a perfect tree, a perfect dinner, a perfect outfit, or any perfect gifts. Like, more and more, the perfect moment of peace. You know what it is to have a peace of mind? Who said it? Somebody said recently that I was hearing that, I think it was Eddie Murphy. I was looking at his documentary, and he said, if you can achieve peace of mind, you have it all. And when I thought about that, I was like thinking about that and thinking about that, because that was Kirsty, that was my word for this year, peace. So every year, as part of my ritual, is that I pick a word and let that word be my North Star. To all my goals stem from that word, peace. Have you thought about your word? Do you do that?
Mine this year been gratitude. A lot of gratitude.
Gratitude. What is you guys' words out there? What is your word? Let us know what your word is. Ermias, good morning. Thank you for passing through. Welcome to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. This conversation, we've been here now 40 minutes and we got about 5 more minutes here. And I wanted to come in here and just let you guys know, stop the hustle and the bustling. Stop the hustle and the bustling and pick your word and let that be your North Star. My word for 2026, I shared it with my email. I think my email list people is attune. And attune means being in harmony with everything that I do. So that's another word for it. Being in harmony and everything that I do and everybody that I interact with. Being in harmony with myself, being in harmony with my clients that I serve. Attuning the relationships that I have, the business relationships and personal relationships, just making sure that it's whole as best that I can from my perspective, right? Because you can only do so much. I understand where my limitations lie, but I also understand that I am inherently limitless because I have God. God's got my back, right? That's me, right? What is that for you, right? Whatever that is, you got to have something to lay, to fall back on when you can't hold yourself. What is that one thing, right? What is that one word? What is that one person? Who is that? You got to have a, belief in a higher power, because sometimes in those rough times, those rough days, you need something. You need a word. When things are going rough, you need something, someone, something higher than you to kind of fall back on. And I love that Christy said gratitude, because gratitude is the highest form of, is the highest energy, the highest frequency, because you're grateful for where you are, you're grateful for what was, and you're grateful for where you're going. So I love that. I love that, Christy. And gratitude should always be something, even though, like Dr. Dale, I don't feel grateful for what's going on in my life right now. You're still here. And sometimes the husband says, that's not enough. I'm going to say it's always enough. And especially if you compare, and we, husband and I talk about this all the time, your first world problems to the third world problems. When you start looking at the other people all over this world, and people not having born with limbs and have to struggle to get something to eat. Like, you just need to put on the news and see where all of those things are happening all over this world, and you very quickly will become very grateful. Very grateful. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for passing through. Thank you, Henry. So, and then the last thing, number 7, I want to say, Christy said it. She took us into it, practicing gratitude, even if the year was hard. You see people saying things like, I'm grateful for breath, for breathing. I'm grateful for what didn't work, for what didn't break me. I'm grateful for people who stayed and people who left. Christy. Christy, that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like
this year for me,
yeah.
I felt like a lot of people left.
Mm.
A lot. But those are the ones that I don't need anymore in my life.
Mm.
And I am grateful for them for clearing that space.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am grateful for the one that is still here, you know. So much to be grateful for.
Why? What is one reason why you're grateful that they're the persons or people that left?
I got space for better things to come.
You guys heard it first. She said she has space for better things, for better people, for better vibes. So if you think it's you think it wasn't okay to be grateful for the person that walked out of your life, it's okay. It's totally okay to be grateful. It's okay. I mourn, to be honest with you, when it was time for whoever and these, various people that walked out of my life or I walked out of their life, I mourn those relationships. That's real. I'm like, man, kind of miss that person. But then the relationship just wasn't going the way it just wasn't serving me anymore. It wasn't adding value anymore. It was hurting me more than anything else. Right? So I walked away, or my God, allow them to walk away. And either one is fine, right? You think sometimes that, oh, that guy left me and boohoo crying. Maybe it needed to happen, because think about, if it didn't happen, where would you still be? What would you still be doing that you're not doing now? You got to think about all of these things and be grateful for it. Christmas becomes a mirror showing us what really and truly matters. And that's the way it kind of should be. It shouldn't be about the hustle and the bustling, because next week is Christmas. I love Christmas season, Christy. I love Christmas season. And I think, and I was talking to my mom about it. I was like, oh, I just love Christmas. And she's like, I love Christmas too. And I was like, right. And I was like, because my grandmother, yeah, my Black, I see you. Good morning. My sister Casilda, you guys. She is on Facebook. Let them go. That's right, my sister. Let them go. And it's okay. You love them from afar. Christy, right? You love them from afar. And you're like, bless you. Bless you. Bless you. And that is okay. So if you feel like you're missing them, okay, it's okay. Mourn them, right? Just like how, somebody dies and you mourn them, you grieve them. You got to give yourself that space to do that. And if you're like feeling like, I wish that we can have some get together with family and have that person come and that. Maybe that's not the case anymore. Maybe not the case right now. Maybe later on. But it's not only your decision, right? Everybody has a choice to make, and everybody has to kind of face that for themselves, right? So the other point I wanted to make is that you got to remember that you are only one person. There's only one of you. And I know that we like to go on in this life and pretend that we can, like Superwoman and Superman, and we got it all figured out and we can do it all. You are only one person. And God has blessed you, or whoever it is that you believe in, they have given you everything that you need to be the person that He designed you to be. You have it inside of you, and you have it within you, and you just have to tap into it. The question is, are you tapping in, and are you ready? Right? Are you ready? What are you going to let go this Christmas and pick up for next year before this year ends? It is time. This is a wake-up call. this is a wake-up call for you to know that it is time for you to just let go those things that are no longer, and that person that is no longer serving you. And it is hard and painful and it sucks, but this is real. This is what it is. Because now what you are battling is you're fighting against yourself. You're fighting against what God has for you or what your destiny is. And you have to choose. Are you going to choose to go back to the old you? Or you're going to choose to be someone new, and tap into that inner God you, right? I call it my inner God voice. There is more for you to do on this earth. And now you're just like my client from yesterday. It's time for you to step into that new door. Are you going to step into that new door? Are you going to step through? And when you step through, you can't be like Sarah in the Bible and look back and want to take those people with you. Everybody can't come on this train with you. And you got to be, and I know this is hard and it's just, and I said it already, it sucks, but everybody cannot come with you. And you got to just understand and know that that's okay. Because the dream and the goal that God has for you, not everybody can come, and it's for you. It's not for them. They have their own. Let them pursue whatever it is that they want to pursue. You have yours, and you have to even, and I know that sometimes, in some generations, they're like, I'm too old and I'm too this and I'm too that. You're not too anything. You are not too poor. You are not too rich. You are not too, too white, too dark, you too fat, too skinny. You're not any of that stuff. You are exactly what you need to be for exactly the time that God has designed for it to happen. So you have to finally make the decision. And Bob Proctor said, making that decision, once you make the decision, everything else comes into play. You don't need to worry about the how and the what. You just need to worry about the why. Why are you walking through this door? Why are you choosing to pursue this goal? Why are you choosing to leave this relationship? Why are you choosing to ... Whatever it is, whatever that is for you. And this holiday season is a calling. Whatever it is that you're feeling, that feeling, it is for you to go to a higher level. So answer the call, because if you don't answer the call, you don't want God to give, you don't want him to give your blessings to somebody else. It's for you. I want all my blessings. Christy, I want all of my blessings. What about you? Huh?
Amen. I agree with you.
Yeah.
You have to leave people behind, that alone.
Yeah. And you don't want to. You want to help, and you want to do, then you want to give, and you're This lady, this client of mine that I was helping yesterday, she said she has so much empathy. And of course, empathy is like, you want to help them, you want to guide them, you want to give to them, you want to push them, and you want to encourage them, and you just don't want them to go through anything bad. And she just keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving. And I told you, this is what your giving is showing you. And it's okay to give. It's just that you can't give beyond yourself. You can't give beyond what you have.
Yeah.
Right? And Lisa Nichols says that you give from your overflow, not from your underflow. That saucer, that cup on that saucer, it has to be overflowing. So that way the tea that you have inside of the cup can overflow to the saucer. And from there, the saucer is what you give people, but that cup is yours. It's like that. Okay. You have to keep you, because if you are not well, you're not good, nobody else around you is gonna be good. As in nobody else, because you're gonna start You're going to start snapping at them. You're going to start yelling at them. You're going to start pushing them. You're going to start screaming and cursing at them. You're going to be doing a lot of things that you ain't supposed to be doing. And this is not helping you, right? It's just not helping you. So I'm going to leave you guys with this quote. This quote says, across the world this Christmas, people aren't chasing perfection, right? They're choosing peace. Are you choosing peace? And that choice is the beginning of your emotional growth. Whatever it is that you choose, that's what that choice means. Are you going to grow into who you are meant to be, right? This holiday season, let that be it. For you, your kids, stop the hustle and the bustling. Hard seasons don't cancel joy. They redefine it. Okay? So thank you guys for having this conversation with me. This has been a glimpse of growth with Dr. Dale. Thank you, my sister, for popping in. She said, I give up. I just took too long. She said she took too long. She took too long. Don't take too long. Your blessing is out there. Your blessing is out there. Anything you want to leave us with, Christy? I thank you so much for popping in the live. I am so proud of you.
Always be grateful and put God first in everything that we do.
Yeah, heard it. Always be grateful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm going to cut off over here and I'm going to be on TikTok only, you guys. So I'll see you guys next week for another glimpse of growth with Dr. Dale and 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want more, click the link in my bio, click the link wherever it is that you guys are and get into my community. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you for being here and supporting this channel. If you enjoy this episode and this content, it would mean a lot to me if you would take a few seconds to ensure you are subscribed to A Glimpse of Growth with Dr. Dale. Click the notification bell to receive notification. Share it with someone you think may need it. And let's continue to become more intelligent with our emotions. Thank you.